Well, just putting this one in and it looks like I screwed up. So this is a countertop project for my rental house. Stainless steel, obviously. And first start with just a hand drawing, then go to a SolidWorks drawing. And as you can see here, cut out a piece on the water jet and now bending it up. I got this sheet half price because it was all scratched up, but worked out for what I need. It gets scratched up over time anyways, so since it's for personal use, I didn't really care. In this video, I'm doing two small little countertops. I'm going to have two more videos, one with a large countertop with a sink, with square corners in. Those will be later. And also a window insert, I guess is what I'm calling it, with some shelves that also part of this project that will be in a future video. So be sure to subscribe, and if you're already subscribed, share the video. That's the best thing you can do to help grow the channel. The bigger it gets, the bigger projects we can do. So as you can see here, I'm welding up the corners. That'll be the front of the countertop, and right here I'm welding the backsplash. This is about a 3-inch backsplash. That works well for the press brake because the press brake about 3 inches, 3 1/4 is about the max that you can do. Needs these little filler pieces on the ends here. I kind of got them mixed up, I think, with one other countertop, and I should have checked them. I thought I just drew them wrong, but I think I just had one for one other cabinet, but I made them work. After grinding the weld a little bit, I can see there's a low spot, and just hammering the backside against something hard, and then continuing to grind can get that flat and be able to take less material off. Use the TIG brush machine to clean the welds off, and now using the burnishing tool with a belt. This is a conditioning belt, but you can put a sanding belt on there, conditioning belt as you can see, and putting that grain back on there. It's small enough area, and I got it pretty smooth before, so I went straight with the conditioning belt. A lot of cases you gotta use the sanding belt first. So I'm attaching a substrate onto the bottom of the countertop. I'm using 3/4 inch particle board, and I'm going to use contact adhesive to attach that. Pretty flat, smooth surface, so the contact adhesive works pretty well. And then I'll add a couple of strips of regular plywood, 3/4 inch, on the front and back, and that'll give me a full 1.5 inch, which that's the way what I made the front flange of the countertop. So it's ends up flush with the front there. Well, just putting this one in and it looks like I screwed up. I didn't think about this here, so that comes out too far. So I'm gonna want to cope it back to here. I'll have to cut it, move this cap to here, and then over here the top will need to extend out and come down to cover this side. So dang it, a little bit more work on this one. Alright, I didn't mess this one up. I just wanted to show you. You know, you might have like a little gap here, like it's touching here, and a little gap on this side, and that's no problem. You just take a little mallet, we'll bend this side that way a little bit, and it'll fit just perfect. And there you have it. And I bent this side back a little bit, that side that way a little bit. And as you can see, I'm not pushing it or anything, it's fitting perfect. So looking underneath the cabinet, this is what it looks like. Just screw through those corner pieces. Piece of cake. And that's it. I glued these side panels on the cabinet on there. Stained them and glued them on. This was a blank edge, but I think the cabinets were bought at Lowe's and these were bought at Menards, so their cabinets must be a little bit different length, so it came up short. And how I fixed that was made the metal go down a little bit lower to cover that up. So I'm beginning to fix the process of my screw up. What I'm going to do is cut this down, and I'm going to bend this piece back to try and save a weld here on the flat part of the countertop. And after I get it flattened out, then as you can see, I'm going to have to get this crease out. So I'm going to cut the wood behind it so I can get access. And I thought it would be a good idea to put my hammer there and hit it with another hammer, and a chip of metal ended up in my hand. I do have a little short video. I'll put in the description if you want to see exactly what happened. But it's a little bloody, so I won't show it here. It looks a little rough right now, but there's a little low spot here. After grinding a little bit, I'm going to fill that up with a little weld, and then I can finish grinding that out flat. And I'm cooling it off right now, but I'll grind it flat and use the burnishing tool to put the grain back on, and that'll be good. Alright, got that fixed now. The corner there. You can cut the wall also. I've talked about hitting it with a mallet, but another trick is you can cut the wall, which I did a little bit back here because it was hitting right there, to be able to push it back in a little bit more to get it nice fit. A little touch-up paint probably here, but got those in. For a video suggested just for you, click the thumbnail on the left. For the latest video, click the thumbnail on the right, and to visit the channel, click the icon in the center.